I'm here in Durban at this stadium. We're expecting the King to arrive relatively soon. As you can see behind me, there are crowds beginning to come. The buses have been supplied for them, government buses. King Goodwill Zwelithini holds a lot of influence here, and as you say, it was comments that he was reported as making that sparked these xenophobic attacks against foreigners. Now, he says that he was actually referring to illegal immigrants, but certainly there are a lot of South Africans here that are calling him to account. This is a massive embarrassment for South Africa. It's turned into a bit of a diplomatic spat with other African countries. We've spoken to migrants that are trying to get on buses and leaving the country. There's a lot of fear here, and a lot of anger, and as I say, a lot of embarrassment. But we were at a camp earlier today, and we spoke to some of those migrants that want to leave, and this is what we found. This is one of two camps that have been set up in Durban for migrant workers that want to leave the country, that are too afraid to be here any longer as these attacks continue. Now, there are over 1,000 people here from countries like Malawi, Mozambique, Democratic Republic of Congo, and more come every day. Now, we're expecting potentially a couple of buses to arrive today. The Malawian government has already sent buses to collect some of these people. They're desperate to leave. We've spoken to a number of guys here who described their experiences. They describe having been beaten, having had all their possessions stolen, and are very sad to obviously leave a country that has up until now supplied them with a livelihood. And you can see the conditions that they're living in here. These tents are for people to sleep in. The South African authorities have been supplying food, and these tents are meagre accommodation, if you like. A lot of people are still sleeping at night outside, and it gets wet here at night. There's a heavy dew. The conditions here are frankly getting worse, and the authorities, although doing their best to supply for their needs, so they say, it's very obvious here that there's a lot more that's needed to be done.
The South Africans said that we are stubborn and refuse to leave when we are told to, so they must kill us. They came into my shop and threw petrol, and everything caught fire. I had to leave.
Rodriguez's story shows just how serious the level of violence that a lot of these people have been subjected to. And the majority of those that we've spoken in here say that no matter what the King says today, whether he apologises or not, whether he tries to calm the situation down or not, they all still want to leave South Africa.